So Hero Factory has a really complex storyline that a lot of people tend to underestimate. While it wasn't exactly fully fleshed out like Bionicle was, I feel like it just didn't have enough time to close the loop on all of its stories. We were introduced to so many characters, from new heroes to villains, and even some side characters which were never produced in LEGO form that seem to be integral to the Hero Factory story. Stories like Hero Factory have a lot of embedded cliches, one of those being the hero turned villain arc. This would be the basis for the story of Von Nebula, a hero with misguided intentions, at the right place, at the wrong time. Before his origins as a villain, Von Nebula was created in the Hero Factory as Von Ness. If you weren't aware of the general idea of how heroes are made, they are programmed in the Hero Factory Tower in squads of 3 or more and are sent to different planets and locations in order to fight off different villains. During one of these routine missions, Thresher, the leader of the Alpha 1 team at the time, would run a response to a routine burglary call with Ness and Stormer. The mission was compromised because they completely underestimated the threat, and Thresher was hurt in the process. Von Ness didn't make the mission any easier due to his negative outlook on the Hero Factory and cowardice attitude that caused him to value his own life over his team. Von Ness would bail the mission on the hero's transport vehicle, while Stormer was left to eliminate the threat on his own. He succeeded, but Von Ness was never to be found again. Somewhere along the way, Von Ness would transform into Von Nebula. From my research, there is no explicit information about how the transformation happened, besides the backstory that was briefly mentioned in the Rise of the Rookies Hero Factory series. The actual set itself is pretty interesting because the assembly relies on a lot of existing and new construction pieces. This was right around the time that LEGO hadn't fully introduced the character and creature building system, so a lot of the elements were based on pre-existing Bionicle parts. I mean, even Von Nebula's feet are the same element as the Toamata. It's also interesting to mention that the actor for Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill, is also the voice of Von Nebula. I mean, there's a lot of high-profile actors who voice different characters in the show, and I think it's funny that Rocka is also voiced by Tom Kenny. Well, anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I'll see you guys in the next one.